Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for May 2024. Here, see what's going on for Aquarius this month. I don't know. April was a bit of a crazy month. It was intense. It was tough for me, and I think it was for a lot of people, but I think May's looking up. So let's see. Oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck. Underlying energy is Nine of Swords in reverse. So any anxiety, worry, stress, doubt, looks like it's dissipating. Well, we're off to a good start. So we're going to do a general overview, and then we're going to do a deep dive into what's going on this month. So let's look at our tarot cards first. At the beginning of the month, we have the Temperance card. It feels like maybe there's whatever the situation is for you that we're discussing this month. Whatever the situation is, almost felt like it was kind of off balance, off kilter, and it feels like it's starting to right itself again. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to clarify more with our oracle cards, but we're going to start with that. Then as we look at the energy flowing through the month, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. It feels like things start to slide backwards again. So it feels like a lot of like up and down, kind of topsy-turvy energy. I'm not feeling like this is a bad thing. And we'll see what comes out in the oracle cards, because I'm feeling a good energy, but something is out of whack. It feels like, okay, because it's a Knight of Cups, something that really made you happy, something you were passionate about, something you were really into and really putting time and effort into, feels like it's deflating, right? It's like, oh, like you just feel like, oh, the air's coming out of the balloon kind of thing. So we're going to see what that's all about too. And by the end of the month, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse also. Eight of Wands is a very fast-moving energy. It's about news coming in. But because this is in reverse, it feels like there's a delay. There's a delay, or the news that comes in isn't exactly what you anticipated. And I think it's news around whatever this Knight of Cups thing is, this air coming out of the balloon, right? But I'm curious to see what direction this points you in, because it's like, it feels like an open-ended question. I know it's not a question, but I think you understand the meaning behind when I say that, right? The idea behind it. So we're getting our oracle cards because we're going to dive a little deeper into the overall energy before we get into the real deep dive. All right. So under the Temperance card, what have we got? We have Eclipse in Virgo. The buzzword is reorganization. Aha. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. So this is under the Temperance card where I was saying, okay, it feels like things might be starting to get back in balance. Well, you're taking the time to try and rebalance things and figure out, how should I do this? I need to move this around. I need to change my schedule kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling, right? With this eclipse in Virgo. It's not a bad thing at all, because sometimes you just need to revisit in order to figure out what's going to work, right? And not just short-term, it's long-term stuff we're talking about. Now, when we look at the card that came out under the Knight of Cups, so this is this deflated balloon, right? Like things seem to be sliding backwards, something you were really happy about and into. The card that came out is Sun in Sagittarius, and the buzzword is adventure. Stride out into new territory. Don't worry about it. Try something completely new. No matter how much you were like, oh, I love this idea. I love this thing. I love this person, whatever. Love this job. Love this schedule. It's okay. Try and let it go, because a new adventure awaits. There's something bigger and brighter on the horizon. See? Always works out. Always works out well. Now, having said that, I like to say it always works out well. Well, you know, depending on the effort you put in. All right, Aquarius. Now, we're going to take a look at this Eight of Wands, figure this out. The card that came out under the Eight of Wands is Eclipse in Aries. The buzzword is collaboration, and it says boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. Capricorn got the same card in the same position. So boost relationships through teamwork and compromise means Let's go back to the sun in Sagittarius, the adventure. It's like, don't worry about the way it was or the way you were trying. It's okay. Let it go. Find something new. The collab piece is do that, right? Get input from others who are involved in whatever the situation is. Okay. So Aquarius, if you take the time to maybe get feedback from others and input from others and really take it to heart, you might see that our Eight of Wands energy just might turn into this. Things might start moving quicker. You might get good feedback, right, from the overall result if you collaborate and bring in others to help with this. So, okay, I'm kind of liking that. This is pretty cool. But we're going to do our deep dive. I'm going to do our deep dive and see what comes out. So I'm going to get our Celtic cross going. My version of the Celtic cross anyway. Oh, I'm going to move my cards around. Underlying energy is Five of Cups in reverse. So the deflated balloon kind of feeling, you can get past it. You can get past it if you look at the good that's still around you. And the way you do that is through that collaboration and bringing other people in. All right, so let's look at the overall energy. Okay, so here you are, the Star in reverse. You're kind of bummed out, and it's interesting it's the Star. We'll get there in a minute. Okay, Aquarius, the Star in reverse is saying, this didn't work out. This thing I really wanted didn't work out. Now, do you remember I mentioned that what you want to work on is something that is long-term, right? This isn't a short-term solution. This is long-term. So it didn't work out because long-term, it's not the best solution, right? So if you do the collaboration and pull in info and ideas from everyone else, you'll be able to tighten things up and make a more long-term lasting plan. That will work for everybody. So I hope that makes sense. And the overall energy is the Four of Pentacles. This is a card, it's like the miser card, right? It's where, you want to hold everything together, not tell anyone anything. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't let go. With this though, I'm feeling like you need to take that with a grain of salt. It would behoove you, okay, it would behoove you, Aquarius, to get to the point where you're not so worried about losing stuff or people taking things from you or even things not working out, your time being wasted, however you want to put that kind of stuff. You're not going to worry about it. You're just like, it is what it is. We're just going to make it happen. We're just going to figure it out, right? That's what I got from that Four of Pentacles. When we look at how you see the situation, so sort of your thoughts and feelings around it, Six of Cups, yeah, card of nostalgia. You're looking back going, yeah, but I really like that, how we were doing it before. I really like that thing I started doing. Even though the balloon is deflated, I still liked it, right? So you're lamenting a little bit, but I don't feel a really strong energy with that, which is a good thing. And then where is all of this coming from? I love to see the catalyst. I love to see the root, the underlying cause of what has sparked all of this happening. Queen of Swords. It's like, yeah, what's my idea? This is you. It's like, this is my idea. This is my plan. This is what I like. This is what we're going to try. Okay? Which is a great thing until it doesn't work for everybody. That's the other thing too. You might have been happy with it and you might have been good with it. But if it's not working for everyone involved, it may not be the best solution or the best plan. And when we look at the recent past, we have the Nine of Cups. You were feeling it. You're like, yeah, this is great. Look at this. Feeling awesome. Whereas everyone around you is like, no, no, not feeling it. Not feeling it, Aquarius. And so that's where all the revisiting needs to come in. Now, we're going to look at where this is headed, how you can get to where you need to be. And we're going to look at the bridge that's going to take you there, and it is the Hierophant. It's look at your foundation, look at your structure, look at your boundaries, your rules, your regulations, your plan, your schedule. Look at all of that stuff, right? You have to look at it all. I'm not saying implement, I'm saying look at it. It's revisiting. I'm feeling very much that kind of energy for you this month, right? And now when we take a look at, as you're moving towards this goal, revisiting everything, what's going to help you in the situation? King of Swords, love it. Love it. Divine counterpart to your Queen of Swords. So it's not just making the plan and looking at the plan and executing the plan, but it's also looking at it from the perspective of this is good for the whole kingdom. This is good for the whole nation. This is good for the whole posse. Okay, that's where the King energy comes in. Then when we look at sort of roadblocks, hindrances, right, obstacles you might face, Page of Wands. This person showed up in Capricorn's reading as well. Not in the same place, but got to watch out for people who are gossips, backstabbers, you know, people who don't want to do their share of work. All they want to do is like surf the net, file their nails. No time or room for that. None of that nonsense. And there's going to be someone who pops up in the situation or is involved in the situation who is like that. I said this with Capricorn's reading too. If you, this could be someone who comes into the situation, or if it's someone involved in the situation, they're acting out of character by doing this, like the gossiping and backstabbing and that kind of stuff. It's just really odd. Stay away from that or nip it in the bud and go, listen, don't bother. Don't bother talking about this or that. You want to have a chat? You want to talk? Let's make it productive. Let's make it positive and not this petty garbage nonsense, right? And then a nice surprise that might come out through the month. I would like this surprise, that's for sure. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Cha-ching! It's a bonus. It's winning the lottery. It's an inheritance. It's found money. It's something that comes to you like, here you go. Here's a nice little bonus for you. Nice little something, right? Pentacles usually talk about money, investments, kind of the material world, right? You win a car and roll up to rim at Tim Hortons. I don't know. I don't even know how that stuff works anymore, but I think you get the idea. There's a nice surprise coming for you, a really nice one. But I'm going to say it. How are you playing your cards, right? Then when we look at the potential outcome, I like this very much. We have the Five of Wands, which sometimes it can be a card of like conflict and fighting, but it can also be a card of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like leveling up, right? Friendly competition. That's what I'm looking for. You know, it's leveling up. It's making a big change from the perspective of, okay, I see how I was looking at the situation. I see how I was looking at it. I get it. I'm okay with changing things because I want to be better. I want this situation to turn around and thrive, right? I don't want to remain stagnant. The change needs to happen. And if you embody this mindset and mind frame by the end of the month, Aquarius, anything is possible. So I love it. I love it. But we're not done. Nope, we got a couple more cards to get. We're going to get you message from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? Ooh, this is a good one. The card is Scarab Beetle Spirit, and it says magic works through you. Yeah, it does. Because Aquarius, you guys are the master manifestors. And if that ain't magic, I don't know what is. So, embrace the magic. Embrace the magic and do your thing. Oh, there we go. We got an Angel Wish card. So, message from the angels. We have, you need to put the music back into your life. If you're a fan of music, if you play an instrument, literally, right? And you've just stepped away from it or haven't been doing it lately, do it. If you're a dancer, right? And you love to dance and you haven't been doing it, do it. This is putting the music back in your life. If it's not literal for you, then it means putting the music back in your life is putting something back into your life that sparks joy, as Marie Kondo would say, right? Something that lifts your spirits and makes you tap your toes or like really live in the moment. Maybe it's painting or doing something creative or going for a walk or being out in nature, right? That's putting the music back into your life. Bring back the thing that you really like to do or like to experience that you've really put on the shelf maybe for a while. Dust it off and get it back out. So I love this. This is so good. So good. Aquarius, the potential is there. The potential is there to put in the work, to make the changes that are going to work for everybody. And then you'll see that leveling up start to happen. So good luck with everything. I hope it all goes well. And we will see you in the next one. Bye for now.